So in the previous video we ended here. Like the risk was they got a short-term loan of 300M, and the risk is this loan may be recorded as a long-term liability instead of a short-term liability. So there is a risk that current liabilities are understated. So the auditor's response is that during the audit, the team would need to check that the 300M loan finance was received. So wherever you see a loan and then they require you to identify the risk, first of all, the auditor's response will, like the auditor will have to first confirm if the loan was really received before looking at how it was written in the financial statement. So the auditor has to first confirm if the loan was received. So the team would need to check that the 300M was received. In addition, the disclosures for this loan should be reviewed in details to ensure compliance with the relevant accounting standards and regulations. So they have to check whether this loan was recorded under current liabilities and not under long-term liabilities. Then another risk we have over here is that in addition, KCC may have used its assets as a security for the loan, for this loan. Remember, you cannot get a loan without a security. So KCC may have used its assets as security for the loan. So where you see the loan, where you see a loan, there is also this risk. So there is a risk of disclosure of any security given not complete. So there is a risk that they did not disclose the security that was given to the bank in order for them to get the loan. So there is a risk that there was no full disclosure about the securities. So the auditor's response is that the loan correspondency should be reviewed to ascertain whether any security has been given. So the auditor has to find out whether there was any security given or not. And this should be established as part of the bank confirmation process by looking at the agreement and all that, the confirmation process. So that's the response, to check whether there was any security given. Then lastly is that the current and quick asset ratio have decreased from, we saw that here, the current ratio decreased from this to this. Then the quick ratio decreased from this to this. So here the risk is the current and quick ratios have decreased from 4.4 to 2.2 and 3.3 to 1.5 respectively. In addition, the cash balances have reduced, like according to the question, cash reduced. Here in the question, in 2020 it was 1,900, in 2021 it is 800, so cash reduced. So cash balances have decreased over there. There is a fall in demand, we saw that. And KCC has taken out a short-term loan of 300M, which needs to be repaid in 2022. Then although ratios have been above the minimum levels, there is a significant decrease. And along with the fall in both operating and gross profit, we saw that gross profit reduced from this to this. Even here, net profit margin reduced from this to this. So along with the fall in both operating and gross profit margins, as well as a significant increase in payables days could be evidence of ongoing concern difficulties. So all these are indicators of ongoing concerns difficulties. Like in one of the last topics, we shall look at the factors that affect going concern. Yeah. So the risk here is going concern uncertainties. So this is also a common risk. Yeah. Going concern uncertainties, you can put it anywhere. Like if you see that there is a reduction in an increase in the payables days, increase in the receivables days, things like that, getting more loans, being unable to meet the short-term liabilities, those are indicators of going concern uncertainties. So this is a common risk. You can put it anywhere. But hope you've understood what I've said. Do not use it if you've not understood it. Yeah. So the response here, okay, let me first pardon myself on this. So here the reason as to why we are saying there is going concern difficulties, like the entity may find it hard to continue operating because the current and quick ratios have reduced, cash balances have reduced, there is fall in demand, they have a loan that they are supposed to pay, the profit margins have reduced, there is increase in payables days, increase in receivables days. So all those indicate that the entity might have going concern difficulties in the future. So that's the risk, this one. So the auditor's response on this is a detailed going concern testing to be performed during the audit. So they're supposed to perform going concern testing during the audit and discuss with the directors to ensure that the going concern basis is reasonable. Yeah, they have to discuss with the directors and find out why they think the entity is still a going concern. Then the team should discuss with the directors on how the short-term loan of 300M will be repaid later in 2021. So that's the auditor's response. So those are the risks that we have. Yeah, hope you've picked something. We shall keep on having more examples. Why you have any questions, please ask. If you've understood, please tell me so that I can get the energy to continue. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to subscribe, like, comment. Let's catch up in my next video.